Hello. Welcome to the second installment of NXT TakeOver. Stand and deliver night 2 predictions. Let's go, baby.
Just like we did last episode, before we start our predictions, I will run through the match card just so we know what we've got. So, match number 1, we've got Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart versus The Way, who are Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell. Tag team match for the NXT tag team titles. Match number 2, we've got Adam Cole
Baby!
versus Kyle O'Reilly in an unsanctioned match. Match number 3, we've got Johnny Gargano versus the Gauntlet winner from night 1 in a singles match for the...
Well, we both predicted the same person, so you might as well say it.
Okay, so we've got match number 3, we've got Johnny Gargano versus L.A. Knight in a singles match.
The live Drake.
Am I going to get through the end of this match? Match number 3, we've got Johnny Gargano versus L.A. Knight for the NXT North American title. Match number 4, we've got Jordan Devlin versus Santos Escobar in a ladder match to determine the undisputed NXT Cruiserweight Champion. And then match number 5, ending the show, we've got Finn Bálor versus Karrion Kross with Scarlett for the NXT title. So let's kick off night 2 with Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart, who are the champions, versus The Way in a tag team match for the NXT Women's Tag Team titles. What's your thoughts?
I like this new faction, The Way, by the way. You see what I did there?
Yeah. It's faction. Yeah, I like it.
It's cool. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, it's something different, something new.
It is different. I like the element of having... normally you get just a whole bunch of men, don't you? Or maybe one woman in a group.
Yeah.
But you got 2 and 2.
No, I like it. I think, and both of the girls can hold their own as well.
Yeah. And
like Candice LeRae she was going for titles not long ago.
Yeah. I think it's good. I like this. The fact that you got 2 men, 2 women, so you've got a whole bunch of different variations. You've got men tagging together, you've got women tagging together, and you've got a whole bunch of singles as well. So
it's cool.
It's a cool fact.
My only problem with this match is it's kind of obvious they're gonna lose.
Who's gonna lose?
The Way.
Why?
Because this is my logic. Yeah, I feel like that they're gonna lose and Johnny's gonna lose. I shouldn't say that yet, should I?
Okay, so it'll be a bad night, you think?
I think it's been a bad night for The Way. But the way is with promos and stuff, it'll be also a good night for them as well as in pushing them forward with the promo skills and getting the titles back again.
Yeah.
That's what my thinking is. Like, I don't mind if they win, but obviously this is a predictions and I'm predicting Ember Moon and Blackheart's going to win. He's going to retain the titles.
Mm.
But I also seen it as a further step for The Way possibly winning the titles at another show.
Mm. Yeah,
that's just my thinking. Because the way it's done as like a Moni faction anyway.
Yeah.
Like, Johnny Gargano plays a Moni Hill great. He's a Moni Hill you can still like The Miz was back in the day.
Of course, yeah.
Because obviously when you hear Moni Hill, you don't really like it normally, do you?
You're not meant to, but
no. But the way Johnny does it is very reminiscent, obviously, The Miz. Obviously, Johnny's been doing this for a long time as well.
It's the charisma part of it that carries it through.
Yeah, he's on fire.
Yeah.
This is the only thing with Johnny as well. Like, he shouldn't go up.
No.
NXT is perfect for Johnny Gargano.
Yeah, definitely.
He has great matches every week, and obviously with the additions of the faction with The Way, I can only see more positive future pushes for everybody, even Austin as well.
So you're going for an Ember Moon and Blackheart win?
I am only on the thinking that I know it sounds weird that they're not going to win the titles is a good thing, but it will elevate The Way as more of a Moni faction in the future.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I can see that. I understand that. I'm going to go the complete other way. I think The Way will walk out as the new champions, based on the fact, and this is something that that annoys me, based on the fact that they are an actual tag team in an actual faction. Not 2 singles women who have been put together because there's nothing else for them to do. So I would rather have The Way hold the titles knowing they're an actual group.
But WWE don't have women's champions as tag teams, do they?
often they don't have men's champions as tag.
No, it's true. But yeah, I can see it going either way. Obviously, if the way win, it's good for the faction. And I see if they lose, it's good as well. So
obviously, depending on the result of the other match, they still could have something to moan about.
yeah, exactly.
So
yeah.
there's a nice element that if they're going to moan, there's two matches that potentially could not go the way they want it to. It's really hard to not say the way, as often as I am.
But I think we should have a little count on the bottom of the screen saying how many times we said the way.
I'm not even doing it deliberately.
Can you do that, by the way?
I will add a tally chart for every time we say the way.
Awesome.
There's another one. Let's add that one on. So I'm going to go for the way winning the titles.
I'm going to go for, obviously, I'm going to go for Ember Moon and Blackheart just because I think it's good for the way in the long run as well as if the way won the title.
Mm-hmm.
If you know what I mean. I know it sounds very bizarre, but I think the way will benefit from anything that happens in this match. I just don't think they should push the titles on the way yet.
I do see what you're saying. I mean, the other two have only just won the titles recently, so
yeah,
having a longer run would help them. I don't really get it because they're not properly a tag team.
No, I understand. I don't mind them together though. It's helped Ember Moon a lot get her confidence back. I think after the injury layoff and they're not on Raw or SmackDown ever.
Yeah,
but yeah, I see the title staying with Ember and Blackheart.
Right, so you're going for them too, and I'm going to go for the way. So, differences already.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to skip straight into the next match because we've spoke about this so much already, and we're going to go straight into Johnny Gargano versus the Gauntlet winner, who we both said would be LA Knight.
Eli Drake.
So, what's your thoughts, Johnny or Drake?
I think, obviously, if our prediction comes true we think it's going to be Drake, this will be a great match. And I think you'll be a dummy if you don't go for Eli Drake. Dummy.
Yeah.
I think I'm hoping that Eli gets a lot more airtime on NXT in the future with some of the stuff he was doing previously in Devlin Company was awesome. And I think his character and his persona, his arrogant character will benefit with having the North American Championship on him as well.
Yeah, I mean,
and I don't think there's no point bringing him into the company if he's just there as another guy because he's not. Let's get it true. Like Eli Drake / LA Knight isn't the youngest guy.
No,
and I think his character is there to be a threat to a certain position. So I think that obviously if Eli wins, I'm gonna go with whoever wins the Gauntlet is going to win the title.
Okay. So even if LA Knight doesn't win, whoever does will.
I think Johnny's losing no matter what.
Yeah, I can see that. So I'm going to base off the fact that I said LA Knight would win.
Yeah.
And based off of that theory, LA Knight will also win the title.
So we're both going for the Gauntlet winner.
Yes. I mean, can you imagine the promo next Tuesday? Because obviously NXT are moving to Tuesday nights.
Yeah.
Imagine the promo next Tuesday that he's going to deliver if he has that title around his waist.
I just really hope he brings back the big red button. That's what I'm missing in my life right now.
If they bring that back, that better be going straight on the shop.
Yeah, definitely. I think there'll be a couple of orders for that, won't there?
Yep. I mean, you imagine the promo that he's going to deliver.
The guy is gold on the microphone.
He's excellent on the microphone.
Absolute gold. He's got the same attitude as the Stone Cold character back in the day. It's brilliant. I'm looking forward to seeing the match. Obviously, if we see him win, but I just think Johnny as a faction leader might not need the title anymore.
No.
So that's another reason why I think it's time for Johnny.
Yeah.
We might know. They might all lose the titles and get pulled up next night. We don't know, do we?
I also like the element that if I was right in the previous prediction and the way win the tag titles, the women tag titles, and then Johnny loses his singles title, it's not going to look good that the leader lost the title, but the other guys won it.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's going to add a nice little element to the mix. That
I think the next NXT on Tuesday will be a great indication of where the future is going to go for the way.
Yeah, 100%.
And obviously, Johnny doesn't need a title anymore. He's too good on the mic for that.
No.
He can do anything now.
Yeah.
Obviously, the factions helped everything. So I just think that Johnny's going to lose the title no matter what.
Yeah, I agree. I think the Gauntlet winner wins the title. Obviously, I mentioned in the last video that even if LA Knight doesn't win, we've still got the potential that Dexter Lumis wins, and the history there would be
There's
as
a lot
well.
of history.
So,
but this is the thing. This is what I was saying about a minute ago, that LA Knight will benefit from having a title.
Yeah.
Dexter Lumis doesn't need a title.
He doesn't need the title, but if they don't,
so that's what I'm saying. So if LA Knight wins, they can do the Dexter versus Johnny.
Yeah, I mean,
more clearly.
There's a whole lot of potential in these two matches, which I'm like. So, but
it's exciting. It's exciting times. I'm not going to lie to you. It's very good.
I think the Gauntlet winner wins. Whoever the Gauntlet winner is, I think. Yeah,
I concur, my young man.
Good. Okay, right. Let's go to match number 3. I know I did it in a different order earlier, but let's go to Adam Cole versus Kyle O'Reilly in an unsanctioned match.
Can we do a prediction on unsanctioned match?
Right. Who is going to be walking out with their hand held high?
I think this might shock a lot of people, but I'm going to go with Kyler.
You think Kyle's going to win?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think he needs to win more.
Obviously, an unsanctioned match means a whole load of stuff can happen.
I know, yeah.
So, where does Roddy fit into this?
I think Roddy's out of it, like, completely. I ain't going to lie to you.
As on NXT recently, hasn't been too pleased with the whole Undisputed Era. Like he got distracted in his match against Cameron Grimes because he saw someone in the crowd wearing an Undisputed Era t-shirt. He actually stopped to look at this guy, causing Cameron Grimes to then gain the advantage in the match. So something's going on. I don't know if he'll be a part of this match, or he might not be, but there's definitely potential. And Bobby Fish, I'm guessing, is injured. Bobby
Fish is always injured.
We haven't seen him recently, but obviously doesn't mean he might not be.
I don't see the Undisputed Era ending right now.
No.
So I think this might be kind of a match to either redetermine the leader and make it a heel faction again, maybe. If obviously Adam Cole wins, or if we get some crazy, like we all hope for, that maybe Finn loses and becomes a part of the group.
Yeah, obviously we've got the Finn element that might go into the group. But
was that how the whole thing started?
Yeah, because Carl wanted to add Finn into the group after the match they had, out of respect, and Adam Cole didn't want it. But
so we're going to wait and see. Who you going for this one?
I think, and this is going to be a very bold thing to say, a lot of people aren't going to like this. I think Kyle O'Reilly wins because Adam Cole doesn't need a faction. I don't see the other guys being pushed in WWE.
The thing is, we're talking about WrestleMania weekend, yeah?
Yeah.
We're talking about WrestleMania Raw.
Of course, yeah.
We're talking about call-ups. And the only way that Adam Cole's ever going to get a call-up if he wasn't a member of Undisputed Era.
Yeah, I think Adam Cole loses the match because Adam Cole on his own will be perfectly fine. But Kyle O'Reilly, for me, has always been great as a tag team member with Bobby Fish. And Bobby Fish is injury prone at the moment.
The thing is, I've seen a lot of Kyle O'Reilly by himself as well, and he's a good wrestler by himself.
Oh.
Obviously, he's had some classics.
Yeah,
I'm
not saying he's not a good wrestler. He's a great wrestler. Obviously, on the indie scene, he's incredible.
Yeah.
But as was Roddy Strong, I just worried that splitting up the faction and all 4 guys going their separate ways, certain guys might not come out as well.
I don't think the faction's going to split up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think some of those guys aren't going to come out of this looking good. So I think Kyle O'Reilly wins.
Yeah.
Either reforms with the 3 guys, or we get a 4th member, maybe like a Finn Bálor or someone else, and Adam Cole is out of the faction completely, and we move on with a new version of the Undisputed Era.
Yeah,
with potentially Kyle O'Reilly in charge for the time being.
Yeah.
Obviously, at the moment we all see Adam Cole as the leader, but if Kyle O'Reilly beats Adam Cole, then why not? He's had.
Yeah, Adam's out, and Adam. I wouldn't be surprised if Adam gets called up on Monday.
Yeah.
Or Friday.
I'm just thinking from what I would prefer to see. I think I would prefer to see the Undisputed Era carry on. And for that to happen, I think Kyle O'Reilly should win.
Yeah, okay.
That's what
cool.
I'm going to go for.
Okay.
And you also are going for Kyle O'Reilly, I believe.
I am, yes.
Okay. Quite similar on that one then. Right. This one's got a backstory to it, hasn't it? So we've got Jordan Devlin, the NXT Cruiserweight Champion, versus Santos Escobar, the interim NXT Cruiserweight Champion, in a ladder match to determine the undisputed NXT Cruiserweight Champion.
The thing is, he was never actually an interim champion, was he?
So what we've got is Jordan Devlin was the NXT Cruiserweight Champion. Last year, I believe he won it. That's early stages of last year, I think it was.
Yeah.
And due to, obviously, what's been going on in the world and things like travel bans and stuff like that, he wasn't able to travel to America to defend it on NXT. Obviously, he could defend it in NXT UK, but he couldn't defend it on NXT in America. So, in the meantime, they put an interim champion in place, which was Santos Escobar, to serve as a title holder in America until Jordan could return. NXT UK started back up, and he defended it over there, and Escobar carried on defending it on NXT. And then obviously the travel ban got lifted, so Jordan was able to get back to America, and now we've got two people holding the same title, so only one of them can come out as champion.
My thing with this whole match here, at any point with everything that's happened, Jordan could have been stripped.
Yeah.
But he wasn't.
Yeah.
He could have lost the title on UK TV, but he wasn't.
It's an interesting one, this one, because obviously
I don't see him losing on TakeOver.
It's interesting because obviously Jordan could have, like you say, could have been stripped. If they wanted the title in America, they could have stripped him and had him have a new title in America, a new champion in America. But then at the same time, they could have waited and wait for it to all, for Jordan to be able to come back and then have a title match for him to lose it. So they didn't have to have an interim champion either.
No. So the whole thing of this match is like, they could have stripped him. They could have taken off him. They could have made him lose in the UK, but they didn't.
No.
So I'm going to say that Jordan's going to win this one, just on the fact that they could have taken it off him.
Yeah, obviously you're right. You've got this weird sort of circumstance, haven't you, where Jordan could have been stripped. He could have been, they could have taken the title off him. They could have waited. There's a whole bunch of things they could have done, but they did it this way. When you look back at the history of the title as well, like recently, Jordan won the title in January of last year at Worlds Collide, which was that crossover event, wasn't it, between the different brands? It was NXT versus NXT UK, if I remember rightly.
Yeah.
And he was involved in that as part of the NXT UK brand. So originally the belt wasn't going to be on NXT UK because previous to that it wasn't on NXT UK. They obviously pulled the trigger on Jordan for a reason, because they wanted it to be able to cross two brands. And taking it off of Jordan and putting it on Santos Escobar means they're just going to go back to NXT again and just have the solo brand. Is that what they wanted? Obviously, they wanted Jordan to do something with it.
I'm not too sure with
like, why would you have an NXT belt?
Who did Jordan beat for the title?
So Jordan beat Angel Garza, who was the champion at the time, Isaiah Swerve Scott, and Travis Banks in a fatal four-way match.
I'm pretty sure that the Cruiserweight title was new to the NXT brand anyway at this time.
It was fairly new. Yeah, we had Leo Rush win it in October of 2019 and when it joined the NXT brand.
Right.
Prior to that, it was 2-5, wasn't it?
The thing is, I think that the NXT title, the NXT Cruiserweight title, should be defended on both NXT UK and NXT normal. So I think they should change just to have the title as the NXT title and then defend it on both brands. So it adds a lot more for both brands as well, I think, of the type of wrestling we'll see.
It does, yeah. That's why I'm thinking. They obviously wanted to do that because they chose Jordan Devlin.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm going to go with Jordan in this one.
Yeah, I think maybe Jordan Devlin comes out as the undisputed champion.
Yeah.
Because they obviously wanted to try that to begin with, so why not try it properly now? Yeah. Have him on two different brands. It would definitely add something to both shows, wouldn't it? Because it would also be a nice way to keep it fresh, because you've got Jordan on NXT versus all of those guys who he could potentially feud with. And then NXT UK is a whole different roster. So,
exactly.
Every takeover or whatever, we've got a whole bunch of different feuds we could have with it if they keep it on someone like Jordan.
The thing is, if WWE was upset for whatever happened, they would have, like I said, just got rid of the title. But they didn't, so I don't see Jordan losing.
Yeah, I think
I think they still have a plan.
I think they've got a plan. I think maybe they want to see it out. I think it's harsh if Santos Escobar wins this because, like you've said, they should have stripped him of it. And they could have had a vacated title match where Santos Escobar won it, and then there'd be no controversy surrounding that win.
Yeah, I get that.
But they haven't, have they? So yeah, I think maybe Jordan Devlin wins as well.
Okay, what's next up?
So we've got the main event of night 2. We've got Finn Bálor, who is NXT champion, versus Karrion Kross for that title.
The title that Karrion Kross never actually really lost. Well, we did, but I disagree with what happened. I don't think he lost the title. I don't think it was planned to lose the title. So yeah, this is interesting because Finn's the top guy. He will always be the top guy, but Karrion Kross may be the future of NXT, and Finn's not the future of NXT. He's a current superstar, isn't he?
Yeah.
So this one's hard.
I think obviously what you're referring to is TakeOver 30.
Yeah, in your house one, yeah? Was it the one before?
No, it was TakeOver 30 where Karrion Kross won the NXT title, but during the match he had a shoulder injury and had to give up the title.
Yeah.
And then Finn won it, the vacated title later on. So Karrion Kross was the champion, got injured, gave the title up, and then Finn won it a couple of weeks later. And then a few months after that, I believe it was towards the end of the year, Karrion Kross then returned from the injury. Slowly, they've built back into this idea that Kross is going to come back for his title.
He hasn't been back for too long, has he?
No, not too long. But yeah, it was always going to happen, wasn't it? When someone has to give up a title that way, that they come back at some point. I think, I don't know, this was really difficult. Because obviously Finn has been doing some great stuff on NXT. Like, you can't deny that Finn hasn't been doing a great job since he went back there.
No, very well.
Yeah.
But the problem with Finn being there, I don't want him to be there.
So if Karrion Kross wins the title, if Karrion Kross wins it, does Finn move?
Possibly.
Keeping in mind that it's Mania week.
My problem is that Finn was there to draw an audience, yeah?
Yeah.
They've moved nights. They don't need the audience no more. You know what I mean? They don't need the battle.
No, yeah, the battle's gone, isn't it? So
that was the reason Finn was
they're
there.
They're gonna get the viewers that they get, aren't they?
That's the reason. And Charlotte won the NXT title at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
There's no battle anymore.
No, there is not.
But the problem is Finn's going to be pulled it back up and do nothing again.
That worries me because with a certain direction what Finn can do, but when you put him onto the other brands, whichever one of the two he goes on to, he may just get pushed down. You know, you got there's a lot of stuff going on those other brands. That is he going to come in and be the top guy?
Well, my thinking is obviously we all know that Daniel hasn't got long left, and Finn's very close to Daniel's style.
Yeah,
and he could take over Daniel's role quite easily.
Definitely.
So it may happen after Mania or soon. I think Finn will get called up pretty soon. Back up, sorry. And I think Karrion Kross will win this match back.
Yeah, I'm so torn between the two because I have an argument for both guys winning. But Karrion Kross has only recently come back off an injury, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Only a few months ago. And he was champion before having to give it up. So I think it may hurt more than it would help. So I think he has to win the match.
Yeah.
Finn doesn't have to keep the title to look good. Whereas Karrion Kross had the title, got injured, gave it up, comes back and then can't win it back. Doesn't sound too good, does it?
No.
So I think Karrion Kross has to win. How long he keeps it for is a different story, but I think particularly in this match he has to win, which I'm all for because I love Karrion Kross. I think he's brilliant. And yeah, maybe next week we see Finn Bálor go somewhere else. Having said that, Karrion Kross could win, and then we obviously spoke about Finn Bálor in the Undisputed Era type of role.
Yeah.
So, you know, he could lose the title and then go straight into something equally as big.
But we're talking about the kind of guys that we know could be in the Undisputed Era, yeah?
Yeah.
So could Karrion.
He could, yeah, but I think at the moment what they're doing with him wouldn't work for the Undisputed Era.
No.
It's a bit
dark.
Yeah, dark's a good way of putting it. It's a bit dark for the era, but Finn is perfect. And obviously we've had that little teaser that Carl wants him in, so Carl becomes the new leader, could bring Finn in.
I don't see Finn being an understudy though.
No, but he could come in as leader, couldn't he?
Yeah. We'll have to wait and see for that one. But I think after the hand he was dealt, I think Karrion's going to get his title back.
Yeah. No, I'm going to agree. I think Karrion wins it, and there's options for them to be able to make Finn look good as well coming out of this.
Yeah.
Obviously, we've got the Undisputed Era idea. We've got.
I can see
We've
maybe
got the call-up idea.
Yeah.
I think both guys can come out of this looking good, and no one's really going to suffer if Karrion Kross wins the title. So look for Karrion.
Right, cool.
So there we have it. That wraps up night 2. Both nights look incredible. They're both great match cards from start to finish. I'm super excited about these. Make sure you join us again here on Saturday when we will be doing our predictions for WrestleMania 37 Night 1. And again on Sunday where we will be doing predictions for Night 2. We hope you enjoyed our predictions. Do you agree with us? Do you disagree? Let us know in the comments below. And as always, make sure you like, share, subscribe, and turn on the notifications bell so you always stay up to date from everything here at Pro Wrestling Weekly UK.
Peace.